Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on E!
All right, Coach, it is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
The numbers for Howard a week ago, 17 carries, 56 yards. Now T.J. Yeldon.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's #9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career. He's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
And the play of this offensive line is going to tell a big story. And right now, if you're a fan of this team, you're loving the story that they're telling. They've already created some holes in the running game on this opening drive, and they're going to need to keep it up for these guys to have a big chance at victory.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these...
Ready, go!
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Brady now going to leave it with Michelle on the draw. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They go play action. Winston. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 2nd down. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Winston. He finds Yeldon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dietrich Wise Jr., his 2nd sack of the night.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if we'll have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Off the play fake, Winston. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
51 yards on the punt there. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Michelle. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Brady gives to Michelle. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here we go with Michelle. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
On first down, Brady. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Brady's throw into the hands of Harry, and he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. And this is Latimer, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Brady to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Brady. 20. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he...
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass. Winston now to throw on first down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds. And Winston lost the football. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. He's got him in, complete, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or...
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious. 3 touchdown passes. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the gun, they run with Michel. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Then Latimer's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Kill, kill, kill.
Now a play fake. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down, Michel. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing now is Brady. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Throwing again on second down. Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Dante Hightower in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Play action now, Winston. And Winston lost the football, and the Patriots have it.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, and that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the...
Ready? Black 22. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, 76 yards.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha. Alert. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Chase, check it.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it, as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 11. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys.
The 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ballgame and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
18 big yards. Good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
2nd and 3. They run with Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. And it's Michel once again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, 166.
Now he'll throw with Brady. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry, 37 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out. On 1st and 10, Winston. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Jameis to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady going to look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Brady going to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On play action, Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mike Bennett. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down. They're going to try for it on fourth. Winston stays out there. Now Winston on fourth down. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown.
Ready? Blue Raiders. Here we go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey. Let's go.
First down, Winston. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dante Hightower in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Pats, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside